So we hear a lot about the collapse of the climate, but what a lot of people don't know is that there's actually two parts to this. One is the greenhouse gases heating the environment and heating the atmosphere through the greenhouse effect. And the other half is the ecosystem degradation that's reducing soil quality and killing biodiversity and harming the water cycles that regulate temperature across the planet through maintaining the states of water as they exist. So if you approach the problem from either of these two perspectives without accounting for the other, you still get a dead planet. But there's yet a deeper layer to all of this, which is the system of power and profit that decides which solutions get funded and which of these get silenced and marginalized. So in Palestine, greening the desert often means uprooting olive trees, diverting the water, and erasing indigenous land stewards. So true restoration, and not just colonial greenwashing, depends on protecting the land rights and the indigenous rights to sovereignty and resist this kind of dispossession. In the Congo, which is another site of another longer-term genocide, the forests are often called the planet's lungs, yet the same powers that speak about climate solutions depend on this Congolese cobalt, copper, timber, and all of that to feed their extractive economies. So in this case, the conservation becomes just another face of global exploitation, and local people are footing the bill, sometimes with their very lives, and are treated as slaves for the machine. So if you wanted to actually fix these problems, you would put local people in control of their own government and in control of their own economic sovereignty, not appoint serfs and lords of the global economic elite to facilitate these changes. Now in Burkina Faso, there is great progress being seen in the Sahel, where there's the great green wall of Africa that's being grown and built largely by the hands of the people. And this is not a bad thing necessarily, but it's being funded by international billionaires in the billionaire class. And it's being done by an authoritarian state at the cost of LGBTQ and a lot of women and marginalized groups that happen to be identified as and targeted as dissidents to the regime. So the point of all of this is that true actual climate justice does something about the predator class that's careening the civilization and the planet off of a cliff, and uplifts humanity by supporting the most marginalized among us.